So now we are going to see about annealing. Annealing is nothing but it is a heat treatment process in which a material is exposed at an elevated temperature. That is nothing but the beyond critical temperature for an extended time period and then slowly cooled. So this is the process of annealing. According to ASTM, it is defined as a softening process. So after annealing, we are getting the material as softer comparative with the previous, and it consisting of heating the steel to a temperature at or near the critical point, holding there for a proper time, and then allowing it to the cool slowly in the furnace itself. It is the most important parameter. So we are heating the element up to a critical point or nearby the critical point, then we are holding at a proper time. Proper time means that as per our requirement, that we have to maintain a particular timing in the same temperature. After that, it is going to be cooled in the furnace itself. So this is the most important parameter of annealing. It is one of the most widely used process in heat treatment of iron and steel. So what is meant by annealing cycle? Heating to the desired temperature, holding to the temperature, cooling usually to the room temperature. So this is the three processes of annealing: heating, holding, cooling. So where we are getting this annealing process, and what kind of materials to be used, and where we are using these materials in the application oriented area means that castings, forgings, rolled stock and presswork. So these are all the application oriented areas for annealing. Then the types of annealing. This annealing is having, there are several types of annealing processes that are there: full annealing, process annealing, stress relief annealing, recrystallization annealing, and spiralizing annealing. So these are all the five types are there. In that, now we are going to see about full annealing. So what is meant by full annealing? This is the temperature and chemical composition of the material, so that we know about that from 0 to 1.6 percentage of the carbon is comes under steel category. Okay, so in this steel category, that we are going to make it as 924 degree up to the temperature of steel. So this is the upper critical point. So we are heating up to about 738 degrees centigrade. So this is the lowest critical point. Then what's going to be full annealing? Actually, definition of the annealing describes only the full annealing. That means we already discussed about annealing definition. That is nothing but we are heating the steel to a particular temperature, nearly critical point, and holding there for a particular time period, and then allowing it to cool slowly in the furnace. So this is nothing but annealing. The temperature nearly 723 degree to 910 degrees centigrade. Objectives: what kind of an objective that we are going to do this process means to soften the material, to refine its crystallization temperature and structure, to relieve the stress. So these are all the three parameters that we are going with the full annealing process. Then we are going to see about process annealing. What is meant by process annealing? The second type of annealing methodology is process annealing. So now we are going to see about process annealing. What is meant by process annealing? It is a heat treatment process that is often used to soften the increase the ductility and previously strain hardened metal. That means we are going to do the same processes in different manner. That means process annealing is extensively employed for steel wires. This is most important. Steel wires are made up of this process annealing and heat products, especially low carbon steels, because low carbon steels, that we already know about, that low carbon steels are having lowest carbon percentage, so that it is having a hardness number is also less value, and it is having low strength, but it's having a good ductility and tensile strength, and all the other properties are there. Okay, so for this material, that we are going to do the process annealing. In process annealing, the low carbon steels are heated to a temperature slightly below the line, between 550 degree to 650 degree, because below the 738 degree, below the critical line itself, we are going to heat this element, and they are held for a period of time and achieve the softening, and then we are cooling to the desired rate. So this is the process that we are going to do with process annealing. So only difference between the full annealing to the process annealing is the temperature, because there we are maintaining above the critical point temperature, nearly above 738 degrees centigrade. But here we are maintaining the temperature around 550 to 650 degrees centigrade only. So it has a wide applications in preparing the steel sheets and wire for drawings. So this is all the process annealing. So far we have completed in types of annealing, that full annealing and process annealing. So in the upcoming classes, we are going to see about stress relief annealing, recrystallization annealing, and spheroidizing annealing. Okay, thank you.